6.1 Part 2 talks about the complementary relationships. So it says here the value of any trig function of an acute angle theta is equal to the cofunction of the complement of theta. This is true whether theta is measured in degrees or radians. So they give it to us here in degrees, but of course if it was in radians, the only difference is instead of putting 90 degrees, they would have put pi over 2. So think about your cofunctions. These will make sense to you. That's your sine and your cosine, your secant and your cosecant, your tangent and your cotangent. Those are cofunctions. And so they're equal when their angles add to be 90 degrees. So if you look at when we were memorizing our unit circle there, we had said like the sine of 30 degrees, and if you notice when we did cosine of 60 degrees, they were the same answer because sine and cosine are cofunctions, and 30 plus 60 is 90 degrees. So let's go ahead and try this here. So we can see that sine of theta then will be equal to cosine of 90 degrees minus theta, because sine and cosine are cofunctions, and as long as the angles here add together to equal 90, then they're going to be equal. And so the same thing for the next one there. Then you notice next we have tangent and cotangent. So tangent of theta is equal to cotangent of 90 minus theta. Again, tangent and cotangent are cofunctions, and if you take their angles here and add them together, they'll give you 90 degrees. Same thing with cotangent and tangent there. And then we have secant and cosecant. Notice secant of theta is equal to cosecant of 90 minus theta. Again, secant and cosecant are cofunctions, and as long as their angles add to be 90, then the functions are going to be equal to each other. So let's look at example 1 here. It says, given that cotangent of 68 degrees is approximately 0.4040, find tangent of 22 degrees. Well, according to this rule, tangent of 22 degrees would have to equal cotangent of 90 minus that angle, which was 22 degrees. So we can work what's in the parentheses here. So 90 minus 22 degrees, I should have put my degree symbol on the outside there, sorry about that, because they're both degrees. So 90 minus 22 is 70, I can't subtract now, it's 68 degrees. And we know from above that cotangent of 68 degrees is 0.4040. So is the tangent of 22 degrees. So there's our answer for that one. Now I'm going to go ahead and do example 2 on this video because that was a little short there. And so let me move this up. Alright, so example 2 says given that cosine of 72 degrees is approximately 0.3090, find sine of 18 degrees. Let's do the same thing. So sine of 18 degrees would be equal to, using cofunctions, cosine of 90 minus 18 degrees. Well, 90 minus 18 is 72 degrees, and we know that cosine of 72 degrees then is approximately 0.3090, so is sine of 18 degrees.